Hi guys, so the painting that I'm showing you guys right now actually has very little to do with the word that I am releasing. It actually has to do with a completely different word. But when the Lord releases me or allows me to release that word, I will definitely do so. But I was just really looking for something pretty to I guess, point the camera to. But this video specifically, everyone, is just a disclaimer about the video I released today about the divine replacements. Something that I really just want to make very clear is what I said at the beginning, that God is getting ready to remove the counterfeits, because I'm seeing through comments and also a couple of the emails also that I've received, that people are asking me, how is that so? Why would God tell me it's this person, then it's not that person? God is not a liar. And so instead of responding to the messages one by one, I thought I should make a quick video. So what I needed to say is that, number one, if we can go back to the video I released this morning, I mentioned how the Lord is getting ready to remove the counterfeits. He's getting ready to remove the counterfeits. And I guess what I did not make clear is that to you, right, as the daughter, as the son of God, it looks like a replacement. But to the Lord, it is not a replacement. Yes, the Lord was very much aware that whoever you had set your eyes on, whoever you had set your eyes on would not necessarily be obedient, would not necessarily be patient. He was aware of that. Right? And sometimes what happens then is that when we set our eyes on a particular person, it allows a door for the enemy to almost mimic the voice and mimic the even the visions of the Lord. Some of us are in relationships or were in relationships where we believed we were receiving confirmation about a particular person, but then in hindsight we see that we were actually receiving two different opposing words about this person. On one side, it seemed like the Lord was confirming, but then on the other side, the Lord wasn't confirming. And then in hindsight, you see that actually, Lord, you weren't confirming. The dreams maybe I was receiving of this that looked like it was you confirming that this person was the one, was possibly my dreams or even the enemy trying to delay or distract me, right? So in this case, guys, to you, it looks like a divine replacement. To God, it is not a divine replacement. So some of us, what has taken place is that we have begun to pray over the counterfeit. We have began to pray over the soul, for example, right? So, and we know that in the words, the story of Saul and David is very different. But we can use it as an example. So we have begun to pray over the soul, right? Unaware that the soul's heart is a disobedient heart. The soul's heart is an impatient heart, right? And years before even, the Lord already knows that our eyes will be set on a Saul. So the Lord begins to raise up a David, right? Raise up a David so that if the soul, or when the soul disappoints, or when you open your eyes, when the scales fall off your eyes and you realize that this person is not necessarily the man or the woman that God has been sending me to, there's a David already that God has prepared. And I believe for a lot of us, later on, we'll see how the Lord was actually sending us or showing us the David, but because our eyes and our prayers and our everything was set on a particular person, we were unable to see it. So I hope that makes sense. Guys. But I also want to make it very clear that we do not know the mind of God. We cannot even begin to understand it completely. There are times, guys, where the Lord brings people into our lives, and even it seems like He is confirming that these people should be in our lives. But then later on, we see things fall apart, and we wonder, did we not hear from God? But actually, we did hear from God, but we don't understand that these people's what's this thing? Role in our life was for a particular season. So that in a sense is like a Moses. Moses was appointed for a particular season, right? And we see that Israel benefited so much from having Moses as part of their lives. So for some of you, maybe there's a particular person that you really believe they have the heart, they have the everything of this person that you are entering the promised land with. And you might feel really discouraged right now because you're like, Lord, everything was going well, but now this person has completely disappeared. How is that so? And the Lord is saying, because that is not the person in the first place that I was sending you to the promised land with. I actually was preparing a Joshua all this time. So yes, so keep in mind, once again, this word is not for everyone. It cannot be for everyone. It's only for those that it is for. It's only for those that the Lord will confirm it for. Yes, so I hope that clears up any questions or confusion. But once again, please take it to God. Please take it to God, guys. He is the one who has the answers. He's the one that will make sense of this. I am just here to release what has been placed in my heart by the Holy Spirit and nothing else. I cannot, as people normally say, I cannot add or take away from the word of the Lord. Right? And something that I just want to emphasize, to you, it looks like a replacement. To God, it is not a replacement. Okay? It looks like a replacement to you. To the Lord, it is not a replacement. Okay. Bye, guys. Love you.